How you doing, everybody? This is P&D 51010, and today we're going to be looking at footage of author and activist Thomson Iserbyt, and she's the author of the book The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America. It's a book that did well a couple years ago. She's been featured on Alex Jones's Prison Planet TV and InfoWars from time to time. It's actually where I got this footage from. And you know, she's a shapeshifter just like the rest of them. Just like all of them, the truther, new age, patriot, occult, alternative media movements. If they have a platform to speak, they're hybrids. That's the conclusion I've come to. Especially when, you know, these groups of people make up the most consciously aware among society. So, just want to make a point before we get into this video. You know, at this late in the game, this point so late in the game, we're starting to see a real divergence in consciousness, in that you see people that are really awakening and really beginning to expand their conscious awareness and starting to accept new things outside of the norm belief structure, and are starting to really realize who they really are. And then on the other hand, you see people that are closing down and just becoming more focused inward and just more materialistic in their nature and closed-minded and stagnant in their beliefs, not willing to accept anything outside of their structure, out of fear of not being able to take that leap of faith and rendering everything you know as lies. You know, it's difficult. It's very difficult. But you know, we're starting to see that divergence, and this information is clearly for the people, for the latter. Or not for the latter, but the first group of people that I've mentioned. And you could see the divergence just in the comment section, how you can see a complete slit pupil like this and think that it's video artifacts or pixelation or a product of any type of, you know, video deficiency. It's just, it boggles my mind. It really does. But the reptilian theory is always the last stop on the conspiracy train as well, because, you know, you got to go through your whole cycle. When you first awaken, you come across all these people, these shills like Alex Jones and David Icke and all those people, which do speak a lot of truth, but they're pushing their own agenda as well, whatever it may be. And you finally come across the reptilian thing, and you find that there is tremendous amount of truth to it, not only with the shapeshifting that's seen, but just throughout history, with every culture having some type of serpent deity or serpent related mythos to it. But we're just gonna get into this because I can talk for days, I guess, and you know, we're here to look at the shapeshifting. So right off the bat here, like I said before, you can see a completely beautiful, perfectly slit pupil. But no, it's video artifacts and pixelation's causing it. So we're just gonna get into this a little bit more, and you'll see here the camera's kind of focused away from her, so the picture might not be that great, but the camera zooms in from time to time, and we'll see a lot more closer shots. See the eyes here? Alright, let's just zoom to that right now because we don't got that much time.
My book.
Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Let me do my little spiel here. It's very time consuming, which I apologize for. Okay. You see the eyelids here, how they're becoming transparent-like and exhibiting depressions and striations like we've seen in the last 6 or 7 videos on the subjects I featured. Very strange eye anomalies, as well as anomalies in the mouth too. You'll view in the source video how these anomalies only happen directly on her person and nowhere else on the picture. The picture's perfectly clean. See some teeth anomalies here a little bit. See if we can catch them. Oh, I'm sorry. Changed camera positions. Okay, this is a more telling camera angle. And, you can see the mouth starting to fluctuate. And we can also see in the eyelids here how they're becoming heavily hooded. The green hue starting to pop up. Very strange box-like iris. I see a lot of that, the angular polygonal irides. Also a lot of morphing in the hand, but you can see that when you watch the source video. See anomaly in her mouth right there. You can see the green hue and the ridged segmented area above the eye, the pupil area. We're mostly focusing on the eyes here, as that's the strangest part. See how the eyes have taken on an advanced green hue, accompanied by the angular irides, and you see how they recover themselves from time to time. They get circular, and then they just start to deteriorate as time goes on. Now we can see what looks like a slice in her eye, or a very distinct line down the middle. That might be the slit starting to come through, maybe, possibly. Look at our right, her left eye. See how it plays out? When she opens her eyelids, it's almost as if it fades open. It doesn't just open like a normal eyelid opens. You can see some anomalies in the lip here as well. We'll see how this plays out. See how the top of the lip in this area, just lifted up. Didn't even lift up, it just appeared up as if it just dematerialized and showed the teeth. We'll focus on the whole face now. There's a lot of mouth anomalies in this video. I'll be leaving the source video in the description box as always, so you can check it out yourself. And you know, I recommend that you slow it down. Go to YouTube, download it, and watch it frame by frame for yourself, so you can see the anomalies a lot more clear. Most of the time, a lot of people go back to the source video and say, "Oh, I don't see anything." It's because they're not slowing it down; they're just watching it happen in real time, which, at the same time, is very obvious if you're consciously aware and know what to look for. But if you don't really have that much information on this subject, then you really need to slow it down to see. Or if you don't know what to look for, you really need to slow it down to see. We see a lot of the heavy green hue in the eyes too, accompanied by the deeply sunken eye sockets, and as always the heavily hooded eyelids. See in this region right here how sunken it is, concave. Alright, now we change camera angles. The eye rides are always shifting, never staying circular for more than one frame. At times they almost appear triangle-like. I apologize for any background noise you may hear. My family's very loud. See the lines in the eyes here? It almost looks like shades. Now, look how anomalous her right eye is. Does that resemble anything human? And also the sclera around the black part of the eye has taken on a pinkish hue or tone. You see that a lot in videos that Frequency Fence has featured. Stephen Greer, a couple others. You'll see a stage of morphing where the sclera, the white part of the eye, become discolored, or the tone becomes altered. Usually pink or sometimes green. You'll see a lot of morphing in the hands too if you choose to watch the source video yourself. We're not really going to be featuring that, as it's not that significant. See the mouth here? Looks like she got punched in the lip. Anomalies on the eyelids. It's almost like a very sharp crease that forms. Very strange. Again, just like Dolores Cannon, this individual, this old lady, is very scary. She's very scary looking. She's got a lot of reptilian draconian features, not to mention the shapeshifting just alone. On a human level, she's very reptilian looking. But no, it's pixelation, packet loss, video artifacts. That's what's causing the fangs and the reptile eyes and claws and all the other video problems. Who's crazy here, right? Well, we only got a couple seconds left, about 20 seconds left. So I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and we'll be coming with a lot more footage for you in the future. It's not hard to find. Keep your eyes open and be aware. Be well and be at peace, everyone.